Good afternoon and welcome to the Unfiltered Historian, and we're the land that was stolen from us. No, I'm only joking. Anyway, so we're at Jamestown today, and this is where the British settled for the first time in 1607, 415 years ago. Not to the day, but that's when they... I don't know the actual day. Do you know the day?
We're back.
Alright, we are back, Daz.
Anyway, sorry about that dodgy area. Those damn colonists.
Ungrateful colonials.
I know, they couldn't even sort out the Wi-Fi, you know, what the hell? Anyway. Wow.
So the monument was erected by the U.S. on the 300th anniversary. So 1907, this was her centennial monument is what it's called. And over here, this area, you may see some brick ruins there off in the distance. This was the new town, the later 17th century construction. Over here behind us is the site beyond the chapel. You may see the brick or the wood palisade. That's the outline of the original James Fort, or the site of the original James.
So originally everything built in wood.
Yep.
Yeah, from the trees in the local area.
And that was to not only protect themselves obviously from the elements and everything, but the Spanish.
Yep.
The Spanish
The
themselves.
Spanish are already in North America.
Right.
As you might know, they're in Mexico.
Florida.
Florida
St.
as well.
Augustine
Okay,
exists.
fair enough. You learn something new every day, thanks. Okay.
And if you look here, this is an interesting story. So when I first came here in 1994, the interpretation was, you know, standing by, I'm sure there will be a video there later by John Smith Monument. I remember clear as day standing there with the guide asking about the original James Fort. And they said the entire river had been, that the entire fort had been lost to James. The map today shows you they've only lost one corner of the fort to the river. So all that's occurred in the last, 30 years. But for nearly 4 centuries, they thought the entire site of the James Fort had been lost to the river. And then, there you can see they fly the Union Jack there over the,
I see it.
over the fort.
And a little bit about the name. Obviously, Jamestown is named after the King of England at the time, King James I of England and 6 of Scotland.
Do you know who the
First time
colony?
England and Scotland are one kingdom. When King James comes to the throne, he is the son of Mary Queen of Scots. Elizabeth doesn't have any children, so James takes the throne.
That's right. And the colony of Virginia comes from who, Darren?
The colony of Virginia, sorry.
Why, who is the colony of Virginia named after?
So that would be Queen Elizabeth.
That's right.
The first. Yeah, so as you remember, James I will be, there will be an attempt to blow him up in Parliament in 1605 in London by Guy Fawkes.
The gunpowder plot?
The gunpowder plot of 1605. And what's the age of the church?
The Church of the Couple is Virginia, bicentennial church. I think it's not original to the period, but when we get inside, you'll see they found the site of the original church, and that's located within the confines of the modern church. The statue here is to Pocahontas. You may want to get that.
Come over here. We run a guys, we've got an exclusive here, so they're actually excavating some of the ground here. So, who are you, sorry? Josh?
I'm Josh, yeah.
Nice to meet you, Josh. So, tell us a little bit about what you're doing here, mate, please.
Sure. So right now we are working on taking out this wall you see right here. That's part of our project in this area to find the 1608 expansion of the fort here. We have the 1607 three-sided fort represented by these palisades. And in 1608, John Smith wrote that they expanded it to a 5-sided fort. So we're working on finding that somewhere in this area.
Okay, so originally they built everything with wood, yeah. But at what stage do they move to stone and brick and stuff like that? Because they've got to bring that over. They can't do, or can they make it here?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Did they ever change from a wooden palisade to any other material?
No, it was, as far as we know, it was all wood.
Yeah.
They did build with brick eventually, but
Yeah.
originally all the buildings were built using mortar.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, not mortar. Mud, posts, and stuff like that. You can see a good example of that inside the fort right over there. That was right over there was one of the churches they built, or a representation of it.
And are you finding much down there in the trenches?
Yeah.
So what sort of things are you finding?
Around here we're finding a lot of brick. We're finding nails, glass, lead. Yeah, lots of stuff.
Pieces of glass bottle, maybe, stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, right near where he's standing, we found the bottom of the wine bottle.
Really?
Yeah, that was amazing. But yeah, history as it happens. So yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for doing what you're doing, because you know it's important to keep the history alive and keep it going. Anyway, thanks a lot, Josh.
Thank you for your time, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Guys, appreciate what
Thank
you're
you, guys.
doing. Thank you.
Alright guys, this is going to conclude our first part of Jamestown. We're going to go ahead and explore the fort a little bit, and on our way out we're going to go ahead and do more of an in-depth walkthrough. But thank you guys for joining. That was a really special moment that we just were able to have here at the Jamestown.